Carlos, just how confident are you guys right now in the health of Starling Marte going into this season?
Pretty confident, especially after watching him play in the Dominican early in January when we went down there. It was good to see him move around and playing competitive baseball. Especially down there when he was playoff baseball, and for him to get through every game, playing back-to-back games, it was important. And he had a lot of action while we were there. And then so far in here, pretty much the same with his progression and all that. So it's important, obviously. It's going to be a big piece of what we're trying to do here.
Do you still look at him as a full-time right fielder, or do you anticipate using him as a DH more than he has in the past?
Yeah, I'll see him as a full-time right field, right? Especially if he's healthy, but knowing that DH once in a while is going to be in play. But these are some of the conversations that we will have depending on where we are on the schedule, how many games in a row and all that. It's important to have those conversations with the player and all the people that are going to be involved. But in the meantime, I consider him a right fielder. And so keeping healthy is the biggest goal here.
As far as Alvarez goes, he's a young guy, obviously 22 years old. What have you seen of him, and where are his areas of growth?
Yeah, look, what I've seen is he's really invested in the pitching staff. This is a guy that is continue to learn, continue to build those relationships with the pitching staff, with the pitching coaches, and that's important, especially for a player his age. His willingness to continue to get better and continue to communicate with those guys there. And you could see it in the early going when guys are throwing size and how much he's talking to them and learning from them, and that's important. Again, he's working on a lot of little areas, defensively, offensively as well. And he's 22. He's pretty young, but he's pretty mature as well.
How's Nimmo?
He's good. He's good. Obviously, he was a stomach bug, and came in, went through all the physicals and all that. But we sent him home to rest, and we'll see where he's at tomorrow.